Welcome back to Stormin Norman Says. I'm Stormin Norman. It must mean I have something to say. So we're going to take a look at week 1 in my bullet journal. Told y'all, I don't know when it was I told y'all, but I told y'all I was reading the book because I've tried bullet journaling before. It don't really work out for me. Didn't really like it. Got away from it. Kind of made up my own system kind of thing, but it's just one of them things. Like, I want to give it a good go. Like, even if it don't work out, even if I find it really isn't for me, like, I just want to be able to say I really gave it a shot. Okay? So I got the book, and I'm halfway done reading it, but I've read, enough to where I could start the bullet journal. So I did that, and I started it in the field notes that I got inside my Lockbee mini field journal here. And like I said in the previous video, like, a field notes probably wasn't the best choice because it's kind of small, and I feel like if you're proficient at bullet journaling, then it's probably fine. You probably have it all, your system all down pat and worked out. So I probably should have started something bigger until I got used to it. But in the book, Ryder Carroll talks about try it for 2 or 3 months, and then after that, if it just doesn't work out for you, then that's fine. It don't work out for you. So I want to try it for 2 or 3 months and see what happens. Now, when I first got into all this, part of the reason, we're going to do a video on it one day. We're going to do a video called Why Do I Have So Many Notebooks? And I'll give you all the story behind that. But when I first got into it, journaling a couple years ago, I was looking for videos on YouTube about it, and I kept seeing these bullet journal videos, and I'm looking at them like, oh, that's pretty cool. But the only problem is, if you do you want to get into bullet journaling and you look at videos on YouTube, you will quickly get overwhelmed with all the stickers and the washi tape and the drawings and the flower borders and colors, and you'll be like, well, I can't do that. Like, I'm not that talented, or I don't have that kind of time. But that's not the bullet journal. That's not the bullet journal method. That's just what people have turned it into, and which is fine for them. But if you're just starting out, it can be a little bit overwhelming to see what people are doing. So I got the book. I started reading the book. I got the bullet journal my first week in here, and we're going to take a look at it and see how it's going, see how it's working out. I just want to do the basics like is in the book. I'm not worried about, I do got some color in here, I ain't gonna lie. There is some color in here, a little bit of color. So I've showed y'all in here before. This is just my pocket notebook from refine.com, and that's where I keep my YouTube notes and whatnot. I got this little clip to hold my place. So I got the field notes vintage, nothing in that one yet. So I decided I was going to use this. And one thing I did mess up on, took me a couple days. So I got my index, first page, future log, and then the month of May. But I didn't have this, an index or a legend. Didn't have a legend in it. So it was a couple days in where I had to go back and put my legend, because I'm like marking stuff and I'm like, what exactly am I supposed to write for this? Like, what little symbol am I supposed to write for this? So I got that figured out, wrote it in here just like it is in the book, and just started, so there ain't much here. My future log, which I find this to be somewhat helpful, I got for the month of May. I got to do a review on that Sidekick wallet I've been using. I got to do my it's actually my third, not my second. My third Bible video that I put on the channel. I got to do a review of the Hongdian M2s that I got, and the Jinhao 82, which I already did that one. Y'all have already seen it. In June, I got to renew my tags because my birthday's in July. In July, I'm hoping to book my vacation that I'm hoping to. I went 2 years ago. I went to the mountains. That's a long story, but I'll put a link to the video in the description if I remember to do that. But I want to go back to the mountains. I didn't go last year, and I kind of regretted it. So I'm hoping to book a vacation to the mountains this year. And then I got a video I want to do. I don't know if that's what it's going to be called, 45 things. But it was a video I saw Carsonial do on his channel. He turned 42, and he did a video called 42 Things I Wish I'd have Known When I Was 22 or something like that. So I want to do a video similar to that when I turned 45 in July and August and all that. I haven't done anything for, I don't even know if this book is going to make it to August. I might run out of room for it then. Then this is the part I don't really care for. The monthly, what is this? Yeah, the monthly log. I don't really know what I'm supposed to write there. On the 1st, I cleaned around the dumpsters, which I've done that 2 or 3 times. Since then, I did it today, and I wrote that. But as far as like every day, like I don't really know what I'm supposed to write there. So haven't really done nothing. This might go away if I do another iteration of this. And then my daily logs. I started out wanting to use my what's that pen I got? The Uni 4-in-1. So I wrote it in green, and my idea was I'm going to write the headings in green, but I quickly got away from that because I went to fill out the second day and I didn't have that pen on me. So I'm like, I guess we're just going to do it in black. So the first day I put all kinds of stuff. It was a Thursday. That was the week we had revival at church. So I didn't get to go to Dollar General on Wednesday for my grocery shopping. I know it sounds redneck, but I don't like going into big grocery stores. It's just annoying. So everything I need is at Dollar General. I just grab it on the way home from work. Unloaded the pad truck. We got 30 rolls of 6-pound and 20 rolls of 8-pound moisture barrier. Gave Stella her flea meds. I renewed my membership in the Clan McLeod Society. Lunch at Wendy's, had a chicken sandwich. We won't read that part. I might get canceled for that part. Cleaned around the dumpsters like I wrote on the other thing, and I paid my credit card. Then the following Friday, which would have been a week ago today because I'm recording this on Friday, my kilt award that was Scottish National Weathered. The Kilts and Culture show on YouTube, on USA Kilts YouTube channel. I was going to watch that, but I didn't. I did watch it the next day, though. I read 1 Chronicles 25, and I had Domino's for lunch. Then on Saturday and Sunday, like I usually in my other calendar, I don't use it on the weekends because there really ain't nothing worth writing in there. But I was like, I'm going to stay committed to doing this every day. So even if it's not anything, memorable or whatever, I'm going to write it in here anyway. So I ordered a bunch of stuff on Saturday, and I wrote down all the places I ordered it from, which I didn't highlight that either. Let's take care of that. Then on Sunday, went to church. I folded laundry. I did research on computers because, like I told y'all already, I'm about to buy a new computer because mine's about had it. Jinhao 82 review I recorded on Sunday. Like I said, y'all have already seen that. Monday came. I read 1 Chronicles 26. Went to lunch at the gas station. Had a bacon cheeseburger. Worked on my Sunday school lesson. I'm starting to add, like, some of the stuff I got here, I wasn't adding here because I was still trying to use this and my other calendar at the same time, but I kind of given up on that. I'm just going to use this for now until I decide if it's for me or not. Respond to comments. I didn't do that because the Jinhao video only had 1 comment on it at the end of the day. Tuesday, forgive my book dart. I'm going to do a video soon that's going to talk about my book darts. I don't know if y'all use book darts. We might talk about them in a future video. Tuesday, read First Chronicles 27. Did not work on my Sunday school lesson. Paid my bills. Did check comments on that video I did. I want to make sure that I read y'all's comment and respond to them if I can. Write a poem or haiku. I wrote a haiku. I put a birdhouse outside the warehouse at work. We had birds last week before last. We had birds trying to make a nest in the warehouse, and like, I can't have that. So I had to mess up their nest. They were starting to build a nest in the top of a box of plank, so I laid it down on the floor so they couldn't make a nest in it. They were not happy about that. So I got a birdhouse. My dad, he likes to build birdhouses. I figured he had one laying around. I took it to work, hung it on the tree. Whether they'll use it or not, I don't know, but you know, I did my good deed. Hopefully they use it. Put that birdhouse up. Went to lunch at McDonald's, had 10-piece chicken nugget. Read. I don't know what I read because I didn't write it, but I read. Whatever it was, I read. And then I recorded my doom scroll video, which y'all probably have already seen at this point. If not, I don't know what you're, waiting on. When this video is done, go watch it. Then on Wednesday, read First Chronicles 28. Read Fellowship of the Ring. Just about done with that book. I probably have like 3 or 4 more chapters. Did my Sunday school lesson, went to Dollar General, got my food and stuff. Overslept on Wednesday, didn't get to work till after 8 o'clock. Had lunch at Racetrack again, had an Italian sub. And my sketchbook arrived, which we're going to do a video on that coming up. I was talking about, if you've watched my doom scroll video that I did before this one, about people using these pocket notebooks to prevent them from doom scrolling, and I said that don't really work for me. But I got a A6 size sketchbook I ordered off Amazon, and it came on Wednesday. And I've been trying to draw in it every day, and that, that time I spend drawing or sketching or whatever you want to call it is time that I don't spend scrolling through Facebook. So it's been a help so far. Plus I got all these Blackwing pencils I bought. I got to do something with them. Then on Thursday I read First Chronicles 29. Yeah, that's it. I didn't do nothing else on Thursday. I went to my buddy's house last night. And yesterday it was busy. Thursdays are usually pretty busy at work. And I had a pad truck, which apparently I didn't write that down. But it's a learning process. It's a new habit that I'm trying to get into. Today, Friday, I read 2nd Chronicles chapter 1. I read the Bujo book, bullet journal book that I've been reading. I did work on my Sunday school lesson. I'm probably going to work on it maybe a little more later. Not sure. Bujo video, I'm making it right now. You're right here with me. My kilt I wore was sterling gray tartan. And I had lunch at Crystal's. So the journal part, like I don't know if I need to look back in the book and see, because there ain't much journaling going on. But I guess that kind of is journaling when I write down little notes about my day, which I haven't done a whole lot of. I wrote over here, I'll cover that word because that word's offensive to some people. Little midget girl at Wendy's. So I pull up to the window, and I've been up there a couple times since she started working there. And it's like, it just kind of catches me off guard when she puts her hand out the window to get my car. I'm like, what's going on here? She is a cutie though, and she's really nice. But anyway, this has been my first week in the bullet journal, and one week took up nearly 4 pages. So the odds of me going 2 or 3 months in the bullet journal method in this is probably not high. I'll probably use this whole thing. I don't know if you bullet journal in a field notes. Tell me how long it takes for you to fill it up, because it seems like at the rate I'm going, I might make it a month, maybe 2. I don't know. We'll see. But it's been enjoyable, other than, getting frustrated because I feel like I don't really have that much going on. That's kind of what turned me off from bullet journaling when I first started, was like, well, you can plan this out, this and this. And I'm like, I really don't have that much going on. Like, my job requires me to do the same thing every day. Like, it doesn't change. I don't do projects, you know. They talk about keeping up with projects. Like, I don't do projects. I just do the same thing every day. And I don't really forget. Like, if I didn't write down most of this, I'd still do it. I'd still remember to do it. But the reason I wanted to get into bullet journal was for the nitpicky things. That is what I have a hard time remembering. Like, if you go back over here to, I renewed my membership in Clan MacLeod Society. That's one of those things I will forget. Like, here's a good example. My truck, I got the plastic visors that go over the window so you can crack the window without rain getting in. And it's fallen off, and I had to get new ones. And it took me 3 months to order new ones, because every day on my way home, the little plastic thing on my window would be flopping in the wind. And I'd be like, man, I need to get new ones and replace it. And by the time I got home, I forgot about it. As soon as I got home, I'd totally forget about it. And it took me 2 or 3 months where I finally said, I really need to sit down and order these things. And I did, and I still ain't put them on yet, but I got them at least. But that's first week in my bullet journal. I guess we'll do Saturday and Sunday, and then we'll start all over again and see how long this little pocket notebook lasts. Like I said, I was thinking about using this or my Midori, because these I like these, but I don't have a use for them. But we'll see what happens. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Hopefully this is a quick video. I can't really see the timer. I don't have my glasses on. But hopefully this is a quick video, and I just want to, you know, I tell people all the time, well, bullet journaling didn't work out for me, but did I really give it a fair shake if I didn't read the book and go according to what, you know, the inventor of it says in the book? So I'm reading the book. I'm going to do it the way he says it's intended to be done, and make a tweak or two here if I need to. And then after 2 or 3 months of doing it, if I'm like, you know what, I really like my old way better, the way I was doing it, I like it better, then at least I can say I gave it a fair shot. So I've been Stormin' Norman. I have said things. Y'all have a good weekend.